But this needs to be in every masjid and home that is Islamic and under the leadership and the guidance of Imam W.D. Muhammad. The sister, and pray and thank her for her information on the pioneers, because she's a hard worker and she talk, but she gets to get things done. And what she was telling us about how we need to develop this dream. Nothing comes to a dreamer but a dream. And when he wake up, that's gone. So if you don't bring the dream into reality, that's all that remains. It's just a dream. And if you keep dreaming, it turns into a nightmare. So the thing is, though, Imam Muhammad conceived that he had the artist, or architect, or whatever, what do they call it, to draw it up. And this is just an example of his mindset. And so here we are, years later, and we haven't implemented anything towards that goal. We you know, talk about it. When people ask, what happened to the Muslims? Okay, what happened to them? Well, it's simple. They became wiser, but weaker. We came into the knowledge of the Quran that the insight of Imam Muhammad gave us, and we became weak in our faith. And that Allah, because before it was nothing we can do because we were the gods, and we believed and the gods didn't even have a job, but we were gods, and we could, whatever it took to make, we did it. We didn't ask. We needed to show you an example. I don't know if many of you saw the jet plane, but the jet plane cost $2 million. We raised that money in less than 40 days. Now, and these are poor people. And we did it. We took nickels and dimes, pennies, chump change. And then look what he did. A man with a third grade education. Here we got people that come out of school, got every letter in the alphabet behind their name, the doctoral in the front and everything else, and can't lay one brick on top of another. Something wrong with that picture. And then you have the nerve to go out and condemn other people, for they really all them Christians or them Jews or that. Hey, Reverend Bonner got a big church over there. His lights ain't flickering on and off. The pandemic didn't hurt him to the point where he can't pay his utilities. This stuff we have to look at. Stop somewhere and check with yourself, not looking at down the street or some brother, or see what they do. What they do is okay for them, but you're punching your ticket for gender. Every stamp you put on that ticket, brother, you get on the highway. The highway to hell is wide open. It's head full of traffic, but the gateway to heaven, agenda, is narrow. There's a staircase, very few people on it. So what you got to do, stamp your ticket, do something constructive, think constructive. We can do this, and we gonna do it. It ain't a matter of, it's just when. It's Allah blessed Master Elijah Muhammad many times. His angel, you may not agree with the angels that he had, but he had them. And down through the years, look what he did. He took us from nothing. I got a pamphlet I found that in my things. Anyway, this one is printed in 1945. And we used to give these out, what we used to call the savages and the lost founds and fit. And you see it? Okay. But when one of the members, I'm gonna say a member, I'd say one of the organizers or one of the charter members of the Nation of Islam, Brother Willie, Mohammed and Sister Marie Mohammed. They were the parents of Imam Deen Muhammad. And Brother Willie told us, he said, the boy, meaning his son, Master Elijah Muhammad, he said, the boy really must have something. Anytime he can stop me from eating chitlins, he's got something. And see, so how one man, one person, one school of thought can change everything. If we sit down and we sitting on success, Imam Muhammad brought us to the door, just like Moses. He brought his people to the promised land. He didn't take them in. He got us here. We here. We're making more money now than we ever made. But see, everybody went, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, because you got people that sacrifice every week, every month, every year, all the time. They don't. They one thing they had that endearment from the first experience of you pay your prorate or your zakat or your charity before you paid your rent, and they still do that. Okay, and they asked what the pioneers for. They were dedicated. They were dedicated. They believed in Abraham's spirit: give, charity, sacrifice. And this is what this is about. We have to get back to dance with who brought us to the dance. Imam Muhammad brought us here. We didn't know how to do a daggone thing. We was like a bum on a log. But now, he corrected you. Before you were the God. You were the cream of the planet Earth and all that other good things. But now, when reality set in, hey, where you at? Now you have to do. And like he said, don't think you're going to be around the fire and don't feel the heat. This pandemic and everything, sure, we have people going to pass. But the thing is, what are you going to do about it? Let's get together. We're already here. The Mosque here, Imam, many of you were there when he established the Mosque here, and he told you why he established it and the ministry. Okay, so now what's the excuse? Before you used to say, well, we can't do nothing until we see what the Imam say. Well, the Imam's not here no more. Now, well, who are you gonna get to say? Well, we need a leader, okay? And nobody is 10, 12 years down the road. You know, you've seen a whole bunch of wannabes, but nobody show up. Nobody reaching to take on this burden. This is a full-time job. When the Imam first came in the office, he had a kit he put together for it. It has the minister's kit of how to be an Imam. Remember that? Okay. It showed you, because we were ministers. Everybody was minister, okay? But you know how to be an Imam. When he explained an Imam's duties or responsibilities is like a shepherd. He said, you have to watch over the flock. You got to feed them. You got to clothe them. You got to protect them. If they wander off, you got to go get them and bring them back. He said, it's a full-time job. It ain't something you just come up on Friday and lead the prayer and then go home. No, it don't work. It don't lay like that. It's responsibility. But all imams and all masters and sinners, they need help. Go by there. What can I do to help clean this up? Okay, well, you got a janitor, sure. But Jonathan and everybody else can use some help. You know, it's a brother here at the mosque here. And maybe I shouldn't expose him, but I think it needs to be told. But he did something last year that it was out of the extraordinary. It was beyond reproach. We had the holiday, Patriots Day, over at one of the parks, and we had the portable bathrooms brought out. He saw them and he said, that's not right. I said, well, no, we can't use them. He said, that's not sanitary. I said, well, don't go ahead. What are you gonna? He said, anyway, he said, no. He said, So that next morning before the affair, he came over with his own vehicle with all this solution and stuff, and he washed down those toilets and cleaned them up and made them presentable where the Muslims would use them. And, you know, nobody told him, nobody asked him, nobody suggested to him. It's just something that he felt, his own inclination, his own spirit, that guiding light that Allah give you. So he said, when it touches you, it moves you. So let it touch you, let it move you. But the thing is, though, we have to. It's an indictment against us. When you go and make your return and the angels ask, what did you do? What you gonna say? It's already, the angel already got the book there. You didn't push it over in the dark corner of your mind, so you don't remember it right away. But then again, when it flashed back, here it is, reality. I didn't do well. Why didn't you do? No excuse. Can't nobody speak for you on that day. They say the only one can speak then for you is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And why should he say anything for you when you disobeyed him? So think about it. When you stamp that ticket, hey, buddy, if they got a saying, say, if in heaven we don't meet hand in hand, we're gonna face the heat. And that's no lie. Ain't no joke, Smoke. You gonna get what you sent ahead of you. If you ain't sent nothing, you ain't got nothing coming. That's all. But the thing is, though, you have people out here that's working. The pioneers, they worked their whole life to bring us to this point that we in right now. And they left us in good hands. Imam Muhammad. Look, you can't find many days. I worked security for over 50 years. And I've seen days when we used to take and we had a rug that we fold, a big, thick rug. And we take it and put it out there on the floor. What's that for? And he would stand on it. But if you remember, he had that back problem, and he used to have them earth shoes and all that stuff. And he'd go with that, and he said, "Well, Osman, I'm only gonna teach for 15, 20 minutes." 3, 4, 5 hours later, he'd come off, man. We'd have to take him and pop his back. He never stopped. He never complained. He never said, "Oh, I hurt. I'm a little stiff." But it never stopped him all the way up until the day he left here. Okay. And here we are. I don't know. It's disgusting. But then again, it's trying, and that's what it's about. Trial and tribulations. To do the book, when he established the Ramadan session, why? You ever ask yourself that question? Why would we have Ramadan session? Well, stop and think. The Quran itself, it asks the question, do you say you believe and think you will not be tried? As I tried those before you. When you made your shahada, they didn't take you in the closet and take you behind the door and the curtain. No, you came out front. And what did you say? La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah. I openly declare in front of everybody that this is my God. I bear witness there is no God. But you had a negative. I bear witness there is no God. Right away, negative. But you didn't end there. You had to go on and say, but Allah. So see how negative and positive work together. So take these negative things that we got, these negative thoughts and negative activities. Let's put them together. It takes money to do anything. Money talk, BS walk, that's all. You can't come in here with no deep pockets and short arms. You got to be able to reach that money. Give. The United Funds say give till it hurt. No, give till it help. That's all. So let's go do this.